right, guys, you know from you hear that tune what time it is, and it is time for Talk the Ting with Kim. So as you know, for the month of March, we have been celebrating women. It actually really started from International Women's Day. And then I realized that also organizations been identifying the month as International Women's Month. So we had a series of topics regarding women and safety and some changes we need to make, right? And one of the things we spoke about a bit last week was self-defense, because we were talking about, as a woman living in Jamaica, some of the survival tips, and that was one of the top ones. And as I said to y'all last week, I know una veteran on YouTube, and I only make up videos and hear videos and them something that you can actually even go online and find self-defense tips, right? Not gonna say I get spam follow everybody, but do your research. I always watch like a dozen videos, and then the common factors between all of them make more sense to me, right? So to speak about this topic, we have someone that is no stranger to the show. Y'all know him as Sheppy, right? But today we invite him in a more professional manner. So we're not calling him Sheppy today, we're calling him Shemar.
Yeah.
There's a difference between Sheppy and Shemar.
Tonight I'm Sensei Shemar, get it right.
Sensei. So does that mean you are
Sensei
a
Shemar.
master at a domain?
20 years going.
20
Look
years.
at that. And I think, may I take up anybody come in the studio talk about self-defense?
If you're taking up people out there, I think we need to report that to somebody.
What I'm saying is, we're not going to just go and pick up, people from just outer road and say, come talk about this. Have to get someone who has experience, who has knowledge. Like, listen, because we know him a long time now.
Yeah.
When him tell me, say, Mr. Sir, sir, you need to start some self-defense
So you
class
have
for women.
classes?
You remember that conversation?
I was going to talk about that.
Yes.
You do classes?
Yeah.
A long time.
I joined that
Let me
class.
tell you.
It has to be women
We
alone?
were in half a tree going to the bus, I
I'm
think.
going to learn how to help myself.
What's your version of the story? Let's see if it line up with my version of the story.
You want me to tell the
More your version of the story.
I go tell the story this way.
Okay.
Alright? So Kim and I, we were working together. This is probably 15?
Yes.
I was
And we
working
both
with
live
Ting
Stony Hill
2015.
direction too.
8
Yes.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And somebody called me asking me to teach a karate class. And then Kim was like, you do karate?
Right.
I'm like, yeah man, black belt as long as I can remember.
Oh.
And she's like, so you make money off of this?
Right.
And I'm like, no, I do this for the passionate.
Okay.
And she's like, so you can broke up people and them thing there.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, I guess.
Okay.
So you can teach people them thing there.
So this is the Kim that we know now.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
Guess it was a younger version.
No, still the same one here.
I was like, so why you not teach people them thing there? You don't
Yeah.
want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I don't have no place. So she's like, then she's like, go find a place and go teach the people them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've done that.
I've done that.
See?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
y'all
really
need
Kim
good friends.
Yeah.
really push me and say,
But
yeah,
that's
man,
how it
you
should
gotta
go. I
teach
mean,
yourself
It's knowledge,
Good
and I
for
believe
us.
that women need this. I was like, dude, women out here need to know them something.
Yeah.
If it mean if I go to a devil knows or up,
So
oh
that
God.
women,
Kim has
you know.
never signed up.
And I've
for a
never.
self-defense
No, first of
class.
all, I never knew when he started the class.
Sir,
next
listen,
week.
sir.
No,
You
I
have
never
people,
knew.
you have people that push you, you have people that support you.
You know,
have
when I
some that
found out-
devote, right?
You know,
Don't
when I
pressure Kim.
found out
She's-
one day,
Yeah.
a few years down the line,
Yeah.
he visits me at my office, surprised me that
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, oh, you know, I'm gonna see him all long. I'm say, oh yeah, I'm have a self-defense class. I was like, when by
This is the thing
self-defense?
that I told
That
you
was
about.
when and years after, so that I first found out
Hold on there.
he started it.
What I want to ask you now, say right now, we like talk the thing with Kim segment. You talk like we see like a roadside. Come, right about now, people.
No, and we had to start. We had to start out with the background.
Yes.
But I'm really glad that he got into it because trust me, him good at what him do. I've seen videos. I've seen him at work. Listen, don't play with him.
So
But yes.
you learned karate here in Jamaica?
No, actually.
Okay.
I've learned from different masters from all over the world, really, because all of them love visit the Caribbean.
Okay.
Right. So it's just one cup, 6 month segment, 6 month segment, 6 month segment, and before you know it, by the time you have big money, you start list out the people that were training, and people start look at you and be like,
Oh.
"Oh, what kind of life you live?"
So and it's called karate or what? Martial arts?
I do
What-
karate.
Karate. Because I hear they have different names.
Yeah.
They do. I
Kung
do
Fu and
traditional Shotokan karate.
that is the word we are looking for right there. So
What is that word?
Shotokan.
Shotokan?
Okay, Shotokan karate. All right, we'll have to Google that later. But
So-
that's what we're talking about, people.
So I think we sort of answer question one.
Yes.
With the story, because question one was what led you to become a self-defense trainer. We never realized we answer it, but when I read it, we answer exercise,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So that's how that started. But I want to know, would you consider learning self-defense as a woman to be a priority?
I wouldn't even limit it to just as a woman,
Okay.
right? But the biggest parts about self-defense are really the intangibles, right? Like what it gives you aside from that. The biggest thing I'll tell people it gives you is awareness. The biggest problem people face in a crisis situation is you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
What the self-defense classes give you if they're done properly is you have an option.
Yeah.
It's not always the right option, but it's better to have that than nothing at all.
Right.
That would be the biggest advantage I'd say it gives you.
Okay.
So you always have an option if any emergency come up or anything that's out of the blue that you're on it, that is unexpected. It helps you to be a bit more prepared. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you're not left flat-footed, I would assume.
Yes and no. Right? Anything, if you practice it enough, you don't have to think to do it. Your body will just do it for you.
Becomes natural.
So you still don't know what you do, but your body at least knows something.
Yeah.
That
And
makes
that's
sense.
like after the fact, when everything finishes out, you can look back at yourself and say, all right, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like your reflexes, I mean, if you're just a regular
Yeah.
Joe and a ball coming at you, you might probably, everybody
Yeah,
goal is
try
to
hit
duck.
it or
but if the
duck
ball
or
is
whatever.
coming in your direction, same way, when you duck, sometimes it still hit you. But I would assume once you've learned probably how to block certain stuff, reflex would teach you how to block it rather than just to duck and still get hit. So,
Perfect analogy.
But
That's
one of
it,
the concerns, I think, some people, because I always say, sometimes you have all this knowledge and you have all this training, but when, for lack of a better term, push come to shove, everything just disappears.
Out of your head, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying the reflex action will come in there.
Now, if you train enough time, your body will
Oh,
remember.
so training enough time
Your
then
body
is
will
the
remember.
key then.
And that's what I want to
saying.
touch on, now, which is what a lot of self-defense teachers get wrong. There's an important thing that we call stress testing, which means until we simulate the environment that you'd need the technique properly, it don't really mean nothing.
Right, because you might not react the right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right, and that's the biggest thing that they leave out, which is how I kind of judge any self-defense instructor.
Yeah.
If you don't offer stress testing, I'm like, all right, yeah, scammer.
Yeah. Because then at the end of the day, it's like an exam. And, you know, if you're going to the first exam, that's why they have the mock exam so you can get a little
No, I like that him
exam.
said no, because
Yeah.
I think what some of us do, let's say for example, we take up a self and go and learn from YouTube, or we go to a few classes.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we know this knowledge. Somebody holds your shoulder. I must do that.
Yeah.
And then we just live with this knowledge.
And we never
And then,
practice it.
exactly, we never practice. And then one day, somebody grab your shoulder, like, hold on, what is that again?
3 seconds in the
I
video.
said, hold on,
you
sir.
know.
Hold on, sir.
Step 3.
You need to tell me this, when you tell me again?
Like, excuse me, Robert. Give me a second. I'm at step 3 in the video. Give me a second.
And I say, hold on, you never step right. No,
Yeah.
no, man, go that way.
Exactly.
You're supposed to come from the
From
right.
this side.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. I
Right?
get you.
So I love that you said that. So basically, to help to ensure that your skills or your training don't just evaporate in the time when you need it the most, practice is the most ideal thing.
Not just practice. I said stress testing.
Stress test.
As in,
Now,
right.
the difference between stress testing and practice now is for a stress test, you have another person doing the act to you so you can react to it because people heavy,
Yeah.
Trying to lift up somebody and throw them down. No matter what efficient way you have to move them, you'll still get tired real quickly. If you'd have practice doing that, you might not be able to do it in the moment.
So I can just, every time Marcelina just,
You understand?
rush him. Every single time
All
and that
right,
works.
let me talk to Shemar some more.
Every time.
Him get it
It
carried
would be
away.
very helpful to him, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that picture.
I am
It-
very
it-
glad how the studio is set up right now. You know, there's a very large table separating Miss Tess Lydell over there.
No.
All right. So-
Well, I love that you're going into the details of self-defense and, some of the key things. And so ladies, and I mean, you said it's for everybody, not
Yeah.
just ladies.
Ladies,
but,
listen up. Gents, pay attention.
yeah, ladies, we had created this initially for ladies, but gentlemen, you can still learn as well. So one of the things to look out for in a instructor is to see if them do stress tests. That's one of the main things. That's what you use
Now just
as
teach
your
you the thing and
guide.
send you on your way. Go on.
Him not just tell you, say, copy that style, yeah.
Yeah.
Make you do it invisible in front of nobody. And say, yeah, man, you know.
And
how
then you're
now."
good now. You
Yeah,
can go
no.
on road.
Right.
No, all right. So look out for that. So that's actually a good tip if it is. Because you can't just It's just like how you can't learn to cook from just anybody. You can't learn to dance from just anybody.
You can't learn to cook without the actual ingredients. Yeah, you throw some salt and you imagine every salt in and stir the pot and you have a spoon.
That
but
way you
no
also
pot.
have to know who's teaching you and know what they might talk about. You know? So I love that as well. All right, so what I want to know now, since you've been in this for a few decades, because you said at least 20 years, what are some of the most frequently asked questions that you get about self-defense?
The most frequently asked questions. Like they think I'm some sort of Superman that I can
Question.
teach you
First question
how to
I
touch
have
this
here.
person to
Have
make-
you ever killed a man?
That's not the first question. I guess.
I'm asking this right. Well, you can't answer this on live.
I'm glad you know.
I like a girl on the answer. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't answer that right now, you know?
Yeah. The answer is no, guys, but you know, it can't.
My official answer is no.
Yeah.
What's the unofficial? You know what? WhatsApp me. WhatsApp me the
That would be my
unofficial
question if
answer.
somebody comes to me and say, you know, I am a martial arts master, you know, karate master.
Yes.
Let's put it
That's
this
my
way.
question.
I'll give you the honest answer. I've never killed anybody.
Uh-huh.
As far as I know, I've never killed anybody. Have I ever had to hurt somebody? Yes, I have.
Accidentally? What?
Intentionally.
Okay.
Do I regret it? Yes.
Self-defense.
Self-defense.
Okay,
But
alright.
as I got older and anything, I realized I didn't have to hurt you that much.
Right.
Part of it was me being like 17, 18 and my ego get to me and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
God, this fool here.
Yeah.
Never
How
know,
dare
they
he-
never know when get
How
himself
dare
into.
he test a master shop?
That has happened. So
Yeah.
I look at it and be like, okay, that's the youthful.
Yeah, but you have
I should have
matured.
left way earlier at that point.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. All right.
So you were saying that one of the frequently asked questions is like, people are like, oh, if I touch, you were saying something about touch.
Yeah, if like I have
somebody
some
here.
magic way for this mash up
Oh,
somebody.
can you
So
break
kind of-
break my shoulder with like two hands or
Or if
one
I can,
hand?
if I break board and them thing, because
Yeah.
you would ask me that.
You
one.
broke boards?
I did.
I did
I
actually.
don't know.
Okay. What about like
That was a
blocks?
useful
believe
version
you.
of me.
I believe him.
Jada's
I
like,
broke
yeah.
boards and I broke ice.
Okay. Not bricks, but we don't have them bricks that we them have. I block them different.
But
kind of
ice tough though.
Yeah?
Ice tough.
Not the ice them only. My ice them
No,
soft.
you see, giant block of ice. So
Giant block of ice
I
tough
do
though.
block of ice.
It might break
drop
it.
them.
I'm gonna have a meeting afterwards with the people who made the ice.
And I
Wait,
tell you, don't do that. It's dumb. Don't do that.
Don't try it.
Don't break ice.
Don't try it, people. Listen, I've never really gotten the chance to
No,
say
but
this to
it's
people.
blocked,
Do not try this at home. Don't try to break blocks of ice.
all your life.
All right.
All your life you wanted this opportunity.
Just remember, right, throughout my training, some of them were some of them old Asian man there.
Yeah.
Right.
With them type of old karate kid style
Yeah.
training.
Okay.
That don't make no sense.
Because I used to train with Samantha from Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have an idea what you're talking about.
All right.
You mean you watch a show and
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Expert this over this way, you know.
So when you watch the workout video, them and I work out, you know, I work out with them. I used to train with Samantha.
I'm
from
sorry.
Cobra Kai.
Okay.
if any emergency come up, you're like, listen, I used to train with someone.
I didn't tell you I
From
know
Cobra Kai.
it. I didn't tell you I know it though.
Yeah,
I didn't tell you I know it.
Yeah.
Ask Samantha.
yeah.
Samantha got it.
It's not very intimidating. So yeah, so you say you get asked stuff like, you know, if you can probably touch some, because I think I've seen in the movies where you can touch certain points.
Yeah, man, you have a
People
little,
them,
you know.
Pressure
you know,
point.
paralyzed and them something
judo
there.
chop. Whoosh.
Exactly. You get questions like that a lot.
Yeah.
You're so excited.
You not excited? Right now, I want to learn something right now. I'm ready.
So I was
Difference
actually
myself.
about to say that.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, 'cause you say you've had to, unfortunately, hurt somebody before.
No,
right?
we don't like where I go with
We
this
don't like how
thing.
you start that night.
Shut up, what's she glad we mention it. I not ask about it hurt somebody. Me not
I
know,
never
me
say
not
if.
volunteer. Me
I
not
never say
volunteer. Me not volunteer.
You're not excited again.
But
No, not right now. Me safe over here, so.
all right, so really what I want to get into, because
Yeah.
I know that, and bear in mind, I feel sort of like this could be a double-edged sword. Because we're not trying to give us secrets, you know.
No.
I know both sides of the coin I watch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, people who genuinely want to learn, and people like, oh, that's not gonna do.
Yeah, but
right?
for the
But we
most
still-
part, Kim,
have to have balance.
if you have training in self-defense, if the criminal have training in self-defense, you know in self-defense, you still give yourself
Yeah,
a better
still have
chance than
benefit,
having
exactly.
no knowledge. So, yeah.
So I know we have a lot of Jamaica mainly have robberies. I think more than anything else. We have with crime, we have murders and stuff, but robberies is like a 24/7
Yeah, that is very
random
active, especially
whatever. What is one thing you'd recommend? Probably for somebody who do have no experience. What's like one thing you'd say, all right, you'd have to start with knowing this,
Like a general
doing
knowledge
this,
tip or
a little
first level tip,
guide.
yeah.
Okay, the number one tip I'd tell you is know where you go before you go there. So. That's the biggest tip.
So now make a move and then know where I go.
Have a look at
Don't
plan
be
there.
clueless.
Yeah.
That's the biggest tip that any self-defense.
So before you left your yard, people, go up on the Google Maps, go up on them something, look at the place there,
There we
know
go,
which route you plan to take. Nobody just go to a road and say, yo, half a tree, I ain't even know how to get through crossroad to get there. Yeah?
Yeah. The exit plan is important. Next thing is like know when somebody will watch you. Right?
Awareness.
Awareness. As you say, awareness.
Pay attention to the surroundings there.
Right, don't be clueless. That means can't be keeping the headphones.
Hear that, Jada?
I love how you wasn't here last week, but he's saying the same things you were saying. So you were saying the headphones, I
Can't
said
be
that,
keeping the headphones in your ear.
and the whole picture
Can't be
and the
keeping the phone
video,
out like that.
Yeah.
Right?
and selfies and
Exactly.
everything when you're out and stuff.
You have to know what points it's kind of risky to be doing what you're doing.
Oh.
Right? I can tell you just for Kingston alone, number one places where they always tell you this is what I do with the police, and they tell me it's New Kingston.
Yeah.
Never have your phone out in New
Right,
Kingston.
so the
Regular.
bikers are very active. Half a tree.
Half a tree, Papine.
Yeah.
Those are the ones they gave me.
Oh yeah, and those were the ones that we've talked about at the show recently. It took us
A lot.
Girls said somebody just hold on to the chain in Papine. So I say, okay. Yeah.
Right? But those are like the red zones.
Yeah. Hot spots. So you have to be extra alert in those cases.
Exactly.
Curtis Shakespeare said, one groin kick and run. Does that really work?
Depends on the person.
Yeah, if they have the groin.
They might have stronger groin.
Not that. Right? What? Not that. Not that. One, there's a way that you can make it that you don't hurt you.
Okay.
Right? And some man know that way.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I have not been taught of that.
Yeah, because we're not going to teach no more.
You haven't been to the meeting often.
Yeah.
Right? The next thing now,
How you
the intention of the assailant. Right? Because
Someone
not
never teach you.
not every assailant's intention is to like kill you.
Okay.
Most of them want to take something man.
Okay.
Right? Man have to really hate you for like ambushing at the middle of the night to kill you.
Right.
Right? If it's his intention to like damage you intentionally, a ground kick won't stop him.
Okay.
Right? And you have to be fast enough that even if it's stunning, you have to get away.
Yeah. So now just
I
kick
have a
and
plan,
turn.
as you say, where
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
Come on.
So you can't just kick him and stand up like, all right, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Giving him time to recover.
Right. Now a ground kick is effective if one, your foot accurate. Two, him
Them
slow.
girls have some left foot there.
Nah, they don't.
Okay.
They don't.
Alright.
They don't.
So like you have experienced something.
Yeah, she has experience
I
it.
teach.
He teaches, so of course he's experienced
you
in
know they
training.
have the right foot.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna say, okay, kick the assailant, and while he tries to block, I would assume they would
Sometimes
forego
hit the
with
spot.
kick. There we go.
That's bad. Hush.
Osh can't buy brush.
If I tell you they're not fast enough, you word for me.
Yeah.
All right. What's the last thing you said?
You were saying that if somebody is coming at you,
Yeah.
they're not gonna
Know
just
their
the ground kick
intention.
not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
You don't have
And-
to know their intention.
Yeah, well.
Right? You know enough that
Yeah.
it's not good for you.
Right.
Right? But I'm saying it's only really in the case where this person is like setting out to like kill you. And
Yeah.
it's when the ground kick really won't work. And usually in that case, you know the person.
Okay.
Right? 'Cause
Well, no, that
you,
makes
I get you.
sense. So usually if it's, let's say somebody's really coming to harm you, most times somebody that you actually know.
Well,
Somebody
Based on your
coming to-
training.
the crimes of
Yeah.
crimes of passion and those kind of things.
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
it's
never
gotta
thought of
be-
it that way
yeah.
until he just explained this.
Yeah.
I'm just
when
reiterating.
somebody's that heated, like you do him something and say, yeah man, you have it.
Police them say it
Yeah, the
too.
ground kick now go do nothing.
Yeah. Cause they come in with more of a passion.
You
so
need
yeah.
a way to run. That's the only thing that goes.
So you say make a plan.
Have a plan.
Have a plan. Know what you're going to do.
Know the place.
Know the place.
Right.
I'll be aware.
Know when to cut.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see that we are at the break. I have some comments here, but I'll get into it soon. When we get back, guys, we're going to continue with Talk the Ting with Kim. We're learning self-defense tips, guys. I hope y'all taking notes. We might have a demonstration or two. So as I said from last week, I'd love if you could join on the live so you can see it. But if not, don't worry. We'll even try to find some way if we can probably do a video or two and share on our page. So we're not left nobody on the road. No, we're looking for everybody as much as we can. All right? So stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.